Hey there guys, wanted to talk about this tool right here, the HX Outdoors Mercenaries axe. And it's very similar to the Oknife Otacle A1, which is from Olight's knife company. Both tools, I believe, were inspired by the Outland Equipment MMA, which is the multi-mission axe, which were both 17 and 19 inches. And then you have these, which are 13-inch versions. This one has the curved handle and the Otacle has a straight handle. This one is 440C and the Oknife version of this tool is in 5CR 15 MOV. They like to say X50 15 MOV, but those are the same tool basically, or tool steel. Now, HX Outdoors has a similar tool to the Otacle with a straight handle, sells for about $8 less. So, but I believe 440C is the better steel out of that group, better than 3CR15 and 5CR. Now you have a very nice Kydex sheath, not as secure as you would like, but it does hold the tool in there. It will shake out, as you guys can see. Very nice Molle Tech Lock. You've got a hammer that's bolted on, some wrenches, not sure what you do with that in the woods. This is not sharpened up top, but this and this edge are. Very nice G10 handles, and you've got a pretty good pry bar on the end. Let me put that back in the sheath for safety. And you just want to make sure that you don't cut the retention straps as well. But these are pretty good straps. They're not nylon straps. Let me take out a very similar tool on the market. Again, this is 80 bucks. This is part of a set. This is $29.99. Pretty much identical design. And I'll take this out in a bit. Here we go. We've got a nylon sheath, very light duty and probably not as durable. But this tool, I believe, is not a great camping tool. So if you're purchasing this solely for the zombie apocalypse, that's fine. This is 30 bucks, so cheaper. And it comes with a fixed blade, which is pretty serviceable. Hollow grind, 3CR. R13 on both of these, and you've got this plastic, they call it ABS plastic handle, and you do get the sheath for this one. Identical head, a little bit longer on the blade end, but pretty much the same thing. Now the G10 does certainly feel more premium. This is a little thicker, and it is 3CR13, so you're gonna have to sharpen it more. This one, I'm gonna be posting a video of usage. I did not use the HX Outdoors axe, but I did use this, and I have to say, this design, the hammer tends to get stuck when you're trying to split wood with it. I did have some success chopping and splitting wood with one strike, but in general, I don't think that this design is great for camp tasks. So in my opinion, this is pretty much a zombie apocalypse tool. And for 80 bucks, I think we have better options for all around tools around this size and price range, or combination of tools. And I'll go over that in a second. First off, if you want this tool but wanted to save some money, go ahead and grab the Zenhosit $29.99, and you get your pretty much free fixed blade. So let's compare that the HX Outdoors Mercenaries axe with probably one of the best hatchets on the market for the money, $50. And I think right now they have a 10% coupon discount on the Cancu hatchet I think it's C1393. I'll put it on links below. Also comes with a kydex sheath and a blade tech lock. Different style of tech lock, you just push and it opens up. And it's got a retention strap with nylon, so the other kydex is better. Not as good of a retention, but it still has a fairly decent retention on that head. And you've got no pommel on the back, so it doesn't obstruct when you're chopping or batoning with this. Really nice, comfortable micarta handles, not G10. Really nice. And you have a hammer still. You don't have a pry bar, so for those who want a pry tool, just get a pry bar. Now you can get this for 50 bucks, and you can get one of these, the Spec Ops 10-inch cat and pry tool, you know, nail puller and cat pry bar. And for 60 bucks, you've got pretty much identical capability with this tool. I also find that during my test, the Trailhawk with this shorter handle performed better than this design because it is better at splitting. So let's take a look at that profile. Once you hit the wood here on the cheeks, it just splits around the head. And I would say this is a $29 or $30 tool. I would say that with the kydex, about 50 bucks. I paid $50 for my cold steel Trailhawk with the kydex. Right now you probably get them for around 60 on Amazon. And get one of these and you're still below that $80 price point. What's nice about a tomahawk as well, for camping and bug out bag scenarios, you could actually just take the head with you and carve your own handle. The handles are pretty cheap. For the shorter ones, you could get from Cold Steel. It does come with a 22-inch handle. So you could easily purchase the Weissing handles, and those are $5 a piece. Or you could just keep your longer handle. I prefer the shorter handle for my camping bag or survival bag, because then this whole tool fits inside my pack and not outside of it. And again, you could pair any regular hatchet up with a smaller pry bar or even a larger pry bar. This is the Spec Ops 15-inch pry tool, so this could help you in a zombie apocalypse or just around the house doing renovation. You could also use this for other prying uses as a daily tool, and you will have much less issues with safety on this one when you're prying. I feel that no matter what you do, having an axe head can always be a safety hazard for any of this type of tool. Now remember, Harbor Freight does sell pry tools, $4 for their 10-inch cat and pry tool, and then you've got the $3.99 15-inch pry tool, flat pry tool from Harbor Freight. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry for ranting so much, but again, 80 bucks is a good amount of money for this tool. I believe that it is a very well-built, well-designed tool, but I'm not convinced that I would want to keep this tool, and this might be returned to Amazon because it is a pretty steep price when you have a lot of options. Again, this is not a good camp hatchet, and you'll see that in another video that I have where I compare these two side by side on a tabletop, and I do perform some woods tasks with this particular camp axe. Guys, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you all later.